Have you ever wondered what secrets lie behind the gestures of a woman deeply in love? Sometimes it isn't grand, cinematic declarations, but subtle, powerful actions that speak the loudest. Not every woman will move mountains for every man, but when she's genuinely in love, truly, heartfully in love, there are certain things she does that she'd never do for anybody else. Stay tuned, because today we're unraveling 6 things women do only for the men they love. And trust me, you might just recognize more of these than you expect. Let's start by saying genuine love is more rare than movie scripts lead us to believe. When a woman really cares, there's a difference in how she moves, reacts, and commits. It's not about obligation, not about expectation, and definitely not about playing a role. It's rooted in how she sees her partner, the value she places on their happiness, and a deep, at times unspoken, sense of loyalty. She'll learn what matters to you, maybe your need for quiet after a stressful day, your quirky habit of needing 2 sugars in your coffee, or how much it means when she cheers you on at your big moments. Small compromises get made without fanfare, and sometimes she'll put your comfort even before her own priorities, because making you happy feels important to her. It becomes this dance of mutual care, and if you pay attention, you'll notice little choices aimed at lifting you up. And here's the thing. She does this without keeping score. She isn't tabulating sacrifices or collecting points to cash in later. She does it because she wants to, because she finds genuine happiness in your happiness. You might see it in a home-cooked meal after a rough day, letting you have the remote on game night, or supporting you when you're doubting yourself, even if her own day's been long. She trusts you enough to reveal the unfiltered version of herself. There's no need to keep up appearances. She'll laugh from her gut around you, cry openly if something hurts, or share secrets that feel almost sacred because she feels safe. She won't do this for just anybody. If you think back, did she ever show you a side that surprised you? Maybe a level of goofiness, or maybe softness about her past, or maybe even her biggest fears and passions. That is a locked door she only unlocks for someone who's truly earned her heart. In turn, she expects you to hold what she shares with respect and tenderness, because her vulnerability isn't given, it's entrusted. Third, she gradually weaves you into her life in meaningful ways. Think about relationships where you only exist in one bubble. Maybe she never introduces you to her closest friends, or her family remains a mystery. In contrast, when a woman is in love, she wants to share. When she imagines her future, she pictures you in it and wants you to belong. Even if her family is tough or her friends are a little intense, she'll still want you there because those are parts of herself she isn't trying to hide from you. If you've noticed that you're being brought behind the curtains into her real world, if you've met the best friend who knew her before braces, or the grandma who makes legendary cookies, that's a sure sign. These are invitations to something deeper than a casual date. She weaves you in because, consciously or not, your presence in her life matters to her ambitions, routines, and happiness. Moving to the 4th secret superpower, she'll champion your passions, even if they're not her own. This is one that often goes overlooked. It's easy to support someone when you have mutual hobbies, like both loving hiking or binge-watching detective shows. But true commitment is shown when she dives into things just because they matter to you. And if there's ever a project you're struggling with, she'll believe in you when you're having doubts, sometimes acting as your biggest cheerleader even when you're ready to quit on yourself. By cheering you on, doing research, watching your favorite movies, or even just showing up, she's showing a form of devotion that goes much deeper than words. Importantly, it doesn't stop with interest. When you fail or get discouraged, she reminds you of your strengths and ambitions. She becomes someone who believes in what matters to you, sometimes more fiercely than you do. It isn't always loud or Instagrammable, but if you look for the quiet encouragement, the thoughtful questions, the "I'm proud of you" at the end of a long day, you'll see where her loyalty lives. 5th, there's the quiet protection. She shows when you're most vulnerable. Society doesn't always make it easy for men to be vulnerable. Also, if you're ready to fast-track your success, check out my new course in the description or comments for exclusive strategies. In public, if someone cuts you down, she's more likely to defend you, not with drama, but with a grounded sense of belief. Her love is a shield, protecting both your dignity and your peace of mind. You feel it when you're at your lowest and realize you're still respected and valued. Then, there's the encouragement to be your best self, even when it's tough. Loving someone sometimes means holding up a mirror, not just to their best parts, but to the habits and behaviors weighing them down. If a woman truly loves you, she wants to see you grow. That means she'll gently, but honestly, challenge you. Maybe she urges you to go for that job promotion, to finish your degree, to reconnect with an estranged sibling, or to take your health seriously. She doesn't enable your bad habits. Instead, she invests in your evolution. And if you make a misstep, she'll call you out. Not from a place of criticism, but from a desire to see you fulfill your potential. You may recognize these from your own relationship, or perhaps you've seen them between couples who just seem to click in a way nobody else does. Think back to the time she planned something for you. Maybe it was a night out to your favorite restaurant, or a surprise birthday party with your closest friends. She remembered your favorite song, your mom's birthday, how you like your coffee just so. She made mental notes about your allergies, your dislikes, even your silliest peeves. No one's putting a spotlight on these details, but she's cataloging them because she cares, and because making you comfortable is a daily act of love for her. Or maybe you've noticed the way she listens to you. Not the distracted scrolling or the passing, but meeting your eyes, asking follow-up questions, wanting to know how your day, your mind, or your feelings really are. She listens to the details, the silences, things unsaid. When a woman is in love, she often honors your trust by keeping your secrets and respecting your privacy, no matter what. She can have 1,000 opportunities to spill something private about you, maybe to friends or family, but she won't. She values the sanctuary of your relationship. She keeps what's between you, well, between you. If you look carefully, you'll see that with her, your reputation and your dignity are always safe. Take a look at how she responds to your vulnerabilities too. If you have a fear, a scar from your past, or a goal that feels impossible, she doesn't scoff or walk away. Instead, she becomes a safe place for you to land, offering comfort and sometimes even solutions, but always respect. Maybe you faced loss or defeat, and in those vulnerable moments, she became your anchor rather than your critic. That's a profound act of quiet love. Let's take this further. You might also notice, in truly loving relationships, how much room she gives for your own independence and self-discovery. She wants you to have your own life, friends, hobbies, and identity, even as your lives become intertwined. She trusts you, supports your adventures, and doesn't get in the way of your growth. That kind of support only comes from someone who genuinely cares about your well-being, not just what you offer her. I want to highlight something subtle but telling. If a woman brags about you behind your back, if your friends or coworkers mention she sings your praises among her circle, that's a surefire sign. She's proud of you, not because she wants validation, but because she's genuinely impressed and invested in who you are. Make no mistake, expressing love isn't always easy for women either. Sometimes, taking the first step means risking rejection, or being misunderstood, or even being let down. Third, integration, bringing you into her core circle, her family, her routines, even her messy reality. No hiding, no compartmentalization. Fourth, championing your passions, diving into your world, even just to understand what excites you, and supporting your victories. Fifth, quiet protection, defending you in public, honoring your privacy, and creating a safe emotional home for you. Sixth, encouraging growth, pushing you softly but firmly toward the person you're meant to be, always in your corner. As you reflect on these points, you may start to realize that they aren't always grand shows of affection or romance. More often, they're soft, near invisible, but life-changing threads woven through everyday life. They're in her steady listening, her spontaneous support, her subtle sacrifices, and the unspoken loyalty she extends to you when no one's watching. Here's the truth that sometimes gets lost. You don't have to chase after impossible fairy tales. Thanks for watching. If you want to get the results you wish for fast, then check my limited time offer on my new course, which will skyrocket your success in dating. Click the link right now down below in the description or in the comments and grab this opportunity. See you in there.